Hey, what's happening, family? It's your man, Mark Black. Welcome to your daily dose where you get a chance to chop it up with your brother, Mark Black, me, right? By the way, family, make sure you here for a Sucker Free Saturday this coming Saturday. Again, last Saturday of every month, we have a drawing. This week, we're going to be giving away a $25 either gift card or donation via PayPal or whatever the case may be. When you give to me, I love a chance to give back. So if you want to go ahead and support your interests, please make sure to click one of the links there in the description to give a tip, a donation. Peace, Zulu. What's up, brother? Welcome to your daily dose. Also, there are links to books there for some information. There's also free reports there. There's merchandise there, all of which goes to support my work, and it's really appreciated. So, family, today I want to talk about why we really can't ride with the Democrats no more. Like why we really can't mess with them, right? Because believe it or not, a lot of people who are unfamiliar with how ADOS advocacy works is wondering why we're going so hard in the paint on the Democrats. Now, your man personally, I have no problem with going in on both Republicans and Democrats, right? I believe they're both two wings of the same, racist, white supremacist bird. That said, though, Democrats deserve a bit of special ire from black folk. And there's some particular reasons why that I'm going to elucidate today. First of all, ever since the civil rights era, 1960s and on, black folk have been the largest, ADOS folk have been the largest supporters of the Democrats, the largest by far. No matter what demographic you pick, black people traditionally, since about the 60s, vote for the Democrats in droves, right? And so when ADOS people wake up and they take a look at the data and the reality of what the condition is in this country, especially since the so-called civil rights era, a lot of them have a tendency to want to go the fuck off, right? To get it in. And that makes perfect sense. If you've been loyal to a group who at every turn has backburnered you, has not addressed your issues, have only offered you platitudes, window dressing, and pleas for more support from you without giving you a damn thing, it makes sense for people to be angry with that. So that's number one. The fact is that because ADOS folk have been the most loyal to them, your anger is directly correlated to the amount of love you had for the Democrats, right? Now, I wanted to talk about why I think it is that it is time for us to strongly consider not fucking with the Democrats no more. And I'm going to keep it as simple as hell, right? Because I don't believe that it takes a whole lot of thought to figure this out. I'm simply offering this up as a rumination, as something for you to chew on, right? Salute, CRU, rise and shine. Welcome to your daily dose. And Sister Kwame, mwah, peace to you, sister. Welcome. The primary reason, fam, why we can't really mess with the Democrats like that no more is because they don't have our best interests at heart. It's as simple as that. Like, if you've looked at how they approach us politically, right? And I'm not talking about just in, the run up to the 2020 elections. I'm talking about go back as far as you want, right? The Democrats have never had our best interests at heart. I want to take you back a bit. Let's go back to the civil rights era, right? Before LBJ, who'd you have sitting in the White House? You had JFK, right? John F. Kennedy. Now, John F. Kennedy has gone down in history primarily since he caught 3 bullets that day in Dallas as this forward-thinking, advanced American who was just dying for a chance to, fix the wrongs of Jim Crow and bring black people to the place where they are supposed to be. But that really wasn't the case. A lot of people don't understand that Martin Luther King met with JFK and his brother Robert long before the assassination of JFK to have a sit down, right? To have a meeting of the minds, if you will. And they kept telling MLK to wait. We're not at a good place. Sound familiar? You're right now, ADOS people are making a push for us to receive remediation, repair, and restoration of our long-standing debt that has been owed to us. And what are we hearing from the Democrats? Wait, this is not the best time. If Bernie stands up and says that he's down for reparations for black people, he won't get elected. We got to get him in the office first, right? He's really on the team. Like, remember back in 2012 when Obama was running and he was telling us to our face, I'm the president of all Americans, not just black Americans. So he told us straight up he wasn't going to do shit for us, right? But you always have these niggas who say shit like, this is chess, not checkers, right? You got to play the long game, you see? You got to get him in the office, right? And then once he in there, he could flip the script, right? And so on and so forth. Let me ask you, those of you who lived through Barack Obama's 2 goddamn terms, did any of that happen? By the way, shout out to Albert Midtown. Welcome to your daily dose. Did that happen? Was there some magical twist, some Machiavellian twist that Obama pulled out of his ass that put us where we supposed to be? No, not at all. Not at all. Martin Luther King, toward the end of his life, was expressing ideas that indicated his frustration with the affiliation with the Democrats. Remember, he was a Republican. Most black folk before the Civil Rights Movement were Republicans. Why? Because Republicans were the party of Lincoln, the great emancipator, the radical Reconstruction side of the government. Thaddeus Stevens, Ed Olia were all Republicans. But Martin Luther King was playing a long game. He said, look, I'll fuck with Democrats if they give me and my people what we need. But he saw clearly, so did El Malik al-Shabazz. He said one day history will show the reality that the Democrats are just as foul as the Republicans have been. He was right down the line. Martin Luther King, in his letter from a Birmingham jail, said, the word wait rings in the ear of every Negro with a piercing familiarity. The word wait has almost always meant never. That letter wasn't written to you, ADOS people. Peace, August. Sister Shar. That letter was written to these so-called liberal white folks who talk a good game when they in your presence. Oh, I support reparations. I want to see you get your due. Till they walk their asses into the goddamn voting box, into the ballot booth. Then all of a sudden they don't know you because they got everything in the world to vote for other than you. They got Green New Deals and universal health care plans and so on and so forth. Let me run down something to you, ADOS family, that you need to hear. We can't fuck with the Democrats because universal programs are not going to save ADOS people. I would argue that they will barely even benefit you. Let me run it down. Elizabeth Warren's talking about college student loan debt forgiveness and free college. Raise your hand or put a 1 in the chat if you can tell me how many of you, what's the percentage of ADOS people that have been to college. Because I know the number. Around 20% of us are college educated. So how is forgiving student loan debt for 20% of ADOS people a fix for all the rest of us? They talk about criminal justice reform. Do you know the percentage of the American population that's ADOS that makes up like criminals, people involved in the criminal justice system? I know the number. 6%. 6% of our total population, our total ADOS population, 6% of us are involved in some way with the criminal justice system. Yeah, that's a lot of folk, right? When you look at the numbers, it's a lot of folk, right? But how is it that doing criminal justice reform that will benefit 6% of ADOS a fix for all ADOS? Now they're talking about universal or universal basic incomes where they give you $1,000 a month just because you're alive and breathing. And they stole Dr. Darity's idea of baby bonds and so on and so forth, right? If you look at the numbers of us, these so-called universal programs will benefit. It is not a fix for us. We can't fuck with the Democrats because there is no program that they're putting forward that doesn't include reparations that is going to fix us. No program at all. I don't give a damn how beautiful it sounds. I don't care. Sure, you may have been without health care your whole damn life. Universal health care might benefit you, but it won't benefit the entirety of all the American descendants of slavery. And thus, it's not what we need. The Democrats have consistently backburnered us, thrown us on the trash heap. Y'all niggas, thank you for your votes. Now go sit over there for the next 4 years, or the next 2 years, or the next 6 years if you're a senator. They don't want to hear from us between elections. They don't have anything to say to us between elections. The only thing they want from us is for us to vote and to suffer with grace and silence, but preferably silence. In this election cycle and moving forward, family, I want you to understand one simple thing, just one. At the end of the day, reparations has to be first and foremost. In everything you're doing politically, it has to be first and foremost. It has to be at the forefront of every political push you make. You are a single issue voter. That's it. This is not hard, family. I'm not asking you to do anything hard. I'm asking you to refrain from voting for anything but a single issue: the remediation, the restoration, and the repair of the American descendants of slavery. That's it. If a candidate can't get on board with that, and it doesn't matter what else they're talking about. We love people that can talk a good game. We love our rhetoric. But rhetoric ain't gonna protect us from 2053. All the high-flung verbiage is not going to save us as 2053 approaches and our mean net worth is reduced to zero. And if the Democrats ain't talking about tangibles, they're not talking about doing something specifically. I love a lot of their plans. I'm not so cold-hearted that I'm against any of what they're talking about. But if they're not talking about reparations plus, then they do not get our fucking vote. And that's as simple as that. Vote down ballot. You have local issues that you need to address. I'm not telling you don't vote. And don't be married to the Democrats. If there's a Republican that's talking about doing the stuff that you need in your area, throw that motherfucker your vote. But we can't be married to these bastards no more. This divorce can't be amicable. We have to split, and it has to be ugly. Because the treatment we've gotten in this marriage with Democrats has been ugly. Anything else, like KT80OS said, anything else is inhumane at this point. With all the information, with all the data that we have available to us, for them to sit here and say, wait, and maybe we'll support you in the future, and back burner us is just flat out criminal. It's inhumane and criminal. And I owe no respect to criminals. I do not negotiate with terrorists. I have no negotiation with you motherfucking Democratic terrorists. You say you need my vote? Show me you need my vote by what you're offering me and my people. Otherwise, the exit is over there. Because I got nothing for you. That's all I wanted to say on it, family. It's your man, Mark Black. Remember, click the links in the description field to support my channel. You can get you some merch. You can grab you a book. If you just want to throw a few coins your brother's way, it's definitely appreciated. Again, make sure to be here this Saturday for Sucker Free Saturday. We're having a drawing, a $25 drawing this Saturday. So I want to make sure that you get an opportunity for me to put a little something in your pocket. And until I speak to you next, I want to wish you all love, peace, prosperity, and power, real power to our people.